Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com. Welcome in.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. Of course, this is Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Today, chakras and the body systems. And a big shout out to our good friends over at Diamond's Natural Store for all of your fur babies' healthy diet needs. Take a look at the scroll right below here. It'll give you their website, diamondsnaturalstore.com.
Yep.
You will not regret it.
No, I just got something. I'm looking for Sue, see if she shows up this morning. I just bought some treats. What were they? Liver. It was pieces of it's organ meat, but they're treats and freeze dried, and it works really well, you guys. It's not expensive. I don't think so. So that was why I ended up having her sponsor me, because I liked her products. So check them out. All right. Hi guys. Hi Juan. So I just talked to him earlier. Today, what we're going to be going through today is the chakras and how they affect body parts. And I'm telling you, it really is true. There is no doubt that this is affecting me. If you guys know, I've gotten my weight loss surgery, and I got a Yeti. Does my sound a little good?
Yeah, you sound great.
I had this forever, and I thought, I'm going to hook this up and see how it goes. Not a problem. It hooked right up. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is talking about them because they are very much affected. And you can see I'm still home. This is my 6th week out. I should be coming back to the podcast station pretty soon. Hopefully, but I had like I said, I have an appointment right after, like in a half an hour from after the show with my doctor to give me. Actually, she's going to allow me to start eating more things. I'm on kind of a limited diet right now, mostly protein and stuff, and I've lost 40. I thought 41, but I have not weighed myself, so hopefully it's more. So anyway, so we're going to go through the chakras, and we're going to talk about what body parts they affect and how to clear them, because I can guarantee, like, if you have a block somewhere, it is affecting a body part. Okay. So you'll understand what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Hi guys. Hi, Michael. Hi guys. Michael says, hi, cosmic family. Yeah. So, all right. Hi guys. Hi, Rita. All right. So if you could please now, Kent, before I start, I know that Instagram Live is now being offered through StreamYard. So I put it on my account, and I'm wondering if we'll have to look and see if it actually is there.
Yeah, we can get it there. Yep.
I have it on my account. So, you guys know we've got 2 accounts because we've got 216 the net, and I've got my own too. So we'll make sure it's going. Okay. We can look at that afterwards. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about chakras, and you guys know the 7 chakras. It's the Roy G. Biv when you're growing up, remember, the orders of the rainbow.
Yep.
Okay. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And it's the same thing for a chakra. They go through your body. Okay. So I'm going to start first in the purple, because all of them relate to a body part, or to a thyroid is your throat, your pineal gland is your third eye. And remember, we're controlled completely by our hormones. I'm sorry. And so I want you guys to understand that when there's something out of balance, it's affecting the chakra, and the chakra is affecting the balance. And it's almost like a catch-22. And if anybody doesn't believe this, and people are like, oh, this chakra stuff, or oh, I don't believe in it, or it's not true. I've actually had people get on here and tell me it's evil. I'm like, it's just a normal, it's I'm kidding you not. I'm kidding you not. People have told me,
Oh,
listen,
goodness.
I know. Well, because remember, think about it. When you have a frog in your throat, like if you can't communicate,
Yeah.
and you're having a communication problems, you ever notice your throat closes up?
Mm-hmm.
That is your chakra. That's closing because it spins and it opens and it closes and it opens and it closes and it opens and it closes. And that after a long time of not being able to communicate, your thyroid will probably be affected. So something to think about. All right. So today the crown chakra, it's the top here, and it's purple. Okay, it's purple.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with your brain, your overthinking, your fears, and refusing responsibility. So if you're having problems with headaches, um, you could even have I know that there have been times when it gets there can be even I know somebody who had a cyst on their brain, and I know that they kept thinking it affected that chakra. Okay. So that you understand they go back and forth and that the energy isn't right. Now, I have a good friend who's out of the Chicago area, and he does aura portraits. And if you've never had one done, find a store or find someplace near you because you can have one, and they'll show up and they'll have them done. Um, I had one done this last time. He had never done one when somebody was reading, and
Mm-hmm.
last time was reading, and this chakra was complete. Nobody could see anything else on my picture, but this chakra was like this, and he's like, yeah, your third eye's open, and I'm like, yeah. So, and I just find it interesting, and I also want to say too, that all of this plays into each other. I had a person, you guys, recently who said to me, and it makes sense. Michael, he's one of my followers, and he said to me, he goes, I can tell when you're tired and you are live. And you guys will see me get tired. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that could happen where I get tired. I will say to you, I'm starting to get tired because I'm jumping dimensions a little, and it takes a lot of brain power. And he says that my left eye well, it's right to you, but it's my left eye, will get smaller when I am tired, which is absolutely that. If you think about it, by the way, they crisscross, and my left eye goes to my right brain. And people who, if you're doing your psychic ability, it's on your in your right hemisphere. So just to let you know, that was interesting. So, okay. All right. Oh, when Ken is speaking, it is coming through very loud on YouTube. Is okay? I'm not sure if what's going on, Ken. But yeah, there's we'll check it. We'll check into it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get it.
All right.
Could just
Yeah,
be
we'll
the
check in.
microphone was real close to my mouth. Start saying.
That could be it too. The thing is that we have a new studio, so we're trying to get everything that's worked out. So, all right. The next one. Okay, so your third eye is your indigo. It's right there. That's your pineal gland. That helps regulate a lot of things. It helps, it calcifies. So they always tell you not to have fluoride. You shouldn't take too much fluoride because it can calcify your pineal gland, which blocks you from your intuition. So, hi, Angelus. All right. So it also has to do with listening and your ears. Okay. So if you're going to close off to somebody and you don't want to hear what they have to say, you're going to close that chakra. Okay. Do you see how this works? You can open and you can close these. All right. Next week, I'm going to try. I'm trying to do a near death experience. She can't quite come. So we've been having a hard time getting her in. But
so
anyway, go ahead.
So the third eye, from my understanding and conversations with you as well, is that it's that intuition. So it's funny that we say, follow your gut when actually it's kind of your your third eye that
It is. You're right. I'm getting to that because your
oh
your gut is your soul.
yeah.
Literally, where your soul sits right above your belly navel, and your intuition. I kind of think that like this acts as like an open portal down to you, down into
Mm,
your soul. I
mhm.
just know that when my dad died, he died and he sat up and he left right in the middle of his stomach. And if you've ever seen anybody pass, it's like they leave from that spot. That's where the soul is. So, but you're right. It's information going to the brain, going to the soul. The
Yeah.
soul knows everything. You guys know that, right? All right. So anyway, the pineal, so if you're not listening, like you're just closed off, all of it will shut. And if you guys can feel them open, you can feel them, and they're always doing that, opening and shutting, opening and they spin. And they open, they shut, they open and they shut. There's days where I cannot. Yesterday, we had a storm come through yesterday. Did you get a storm, Kent, yesterday?
Oh, a brutal one in the evening.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see, we didn't get it. I could see it in the distance. I sat here. I literally sat here.
Far away. Oh.
Hey, I got my phone on. Um, Yesterday I'm sitting here watching the electrical storm. I could see it must have went through Rockford. I can from here. I'm in Beloit, Wisconsin. I'm about 30 minutes north of Rockford, Illinois, and about an hour from the podcast station. Hour and fit. Now I'm closer, I think, because you're in Crystal Lake. I think you're a little closer to me now. But and so it's about an hour. But I could see the storm. And it was so electrical. And the reason that I'm saying this is that I was having a hard time doing any mediumship. I do it live. You've guys ever watch me? I do some stuff for free. I do some stuff where people can, if they want to give me something, had to pay for hay because $500 a hay came last night during my show on my live. He came late because of the rain. But, and anyway, I couldn't read. I just couldn't read last night. And electricity affects me. And I know that. Now it's when it's really clear, I don't read as well either. If it's a little
Mm.
stormy, I usually do. But that for some reason, I couldn't concentrate. So I think that maybe because of all the electricity I was seeing in the air, because I could see all the lightning and everything, that maybe my third eye was opening and shutting, opening and shutting, opening and shutting, because I just could not see as clearly as I should have. So, it can be a protective measure too, by the way. See, okay. All right. So and I want you to pay attention too, because the indigo, now some people call the third eye more like of a purple, and this is more of it's a reddish purple, or I say purple, then I say indigo. And pay attention if these are your favorite colors, because that's one that may be there's a lot of psychology to color. I did a paper on that in college, that there's a reason you like certain colors and you are drawn to it. It's just not by accident. It's just not.
Huh.
Okay. I like yellow, but now I like turquoise better. And turquoise is in between the heart and solar plexus. It's the color of healing. My business is turquoise and yellow. And I have chosen, not that I like turquoise, right? Like, but I really am attracted to it now. That's why sometimes we change. All of a sudden, for some reason, I love red, or I love, you know what I'm saying? And there's more than a coincidence. Isn't your favorite color blue, Kent?
Purple.
Is it purple?
Purple.
Okay, so I can tell you all about yourselves. And I've done this before on lives. Give me your favorite color. I'll tell you all about you. Because I couldn't remember. If it was blue or purple. Okay. Because purple is a mystical color. It's very, very, very spiritual. More people who are on the LGBTQ spectrum, their favorite color is usually purple. It's a very liberal, a very progressive color. So I always say to people, if the Progressive Party were a color, it'd be purple.
Oh.
Because it's down, your mind is open. You have an open mind. That's what purple represents. And it is true. I don't care what anybody says. Like there's so much. You guys know, if you want to sleep better, paint your room turquoise.
Right.
Better. See, there's things, but some of it's common sense though, right? You don't paint your room bright red if you're going to try to get some sleep, right? Or bright fuchsia. You imagine how you'd sleep if your bedroom was bright fuchsia? You're not going to.
You're not going to.
Yeah, exactly. So I've had my bedrooms yellow in the past, but I went and I did quite a bit of my house now. And see, I've got gray, got like a gray quite a bit, but I've repainted a lot of stuff because I've realized, that's not helping me. So, but downstairs in my Reiki center is all turquoise and yellow accents with turquoise walls because it's a healing color. So, all right. You like green? Green. I'm going to get to green in a second, and I'm going to tell you all about green because green is it's a very definite healing color. Okay. So we're talking about now. I've had podcasts like this before, but it's been like 5 years. So I'm kind of revisiting a little this because I thought about this because it's affecting me. Usually when I do a podcast, it's because it's affecting me and because I figure you guys can relate. So that's kind of why I do it. But so the next one after indigo would be blue because we're going right down the rainbow colors. All right. The throat chakra, it's the speaking, the ability to, like I said, you'll close up if you get a frog in your throat. I just can't speak. I can't talk. Teeth, throat. It's all about that. So if you've got a tooth problem, your throat chakra might be closing and opening. It might even stay closed. So do you see? And if you're feeling a lot of humiliation, a lot of shame, a lot of stuff like that, it might even affect your teeth, your jaws. Here, you guys know that the muscle here on your jaw, the TMJ, it can affect that. All right.
So, so that's where the old saying, I got a lump in my throat comes from.
Yes. That lump in your throat is literally your chakra closing. Okay. So just to let you guys know that. All right. It's interesting that all this, and if you think about it, how you just get, I had butterflies in my stomach, or I had, like we said, that gut feeling. That's your soul talking, but that's your sacral chakra. That's where the seat of the soul sits, and it's yellow. So it's interesting that it actually is true. This stuff is true. I don't care what anybody says, So the next one is, I like to talk about the heart one the most because the heart chakra is green. It's not red, it's green. Why? It's healing, it's love. Red is more like a root. It's more connected to some of the more can be, you're connected to the ground. Okay. So I always even consider it almost a reddish brown. All right. And by the way, if you do have a favorite color that's an odd color, look at the root of the color. Like I love and I do not know why, I love reddish brown. That's one of one couple of my horses are reddish brown, that penny almost, we call it burnt sienna, but I just love that color and I don't know why. I just do. Well, I consider that to a red or a grounding. So, and they all do mean something, by the way. Every single color that you like, there's a reason you like them. It's more than a coincidence. I don't know why. I just love blue because you probably are a congenial, easygoing, and likable person. More than anything, that's the traits of a person who likes blue. They're usually well liked. They may like the outdoors because of the sky. See how this goes? It does. And for me, I love the sun. I am like, the sun is out, even though it is so cold. It's only like 17 degrees here, you guys. I kid you not. It was 74 degrees yesterday. And today it's 17. Anyway. But yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Like,
I was just going to say there's no such thing as global warming, though.
No, there's no such thing. And it's supposed to be back to 74 degrees or 70 degrees by Sunday. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's hard to keep anything alive. I got a greenhouse, you guys, trying to keep the greenhouse warm, and the heater is on the greenhouse. Now, when the sun comes up, it'll hit it and it'll probably hit about 80 degrees and I can unplug it. But I have had to have a heater on all night long. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The solar plexus. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, we're talking about the heart. Sorry. And people who are healers, they have done studies on the psychology of color. Look that up. You can find that on Amazon, the psychology of color. When I first got introduced to it in high school, and I had people, oh, that's a bunch of crap. And I ended up doing a paper in college, like I said, and there's unrefutable evidence that suggests that this is true. Okay. So green, you like the outdoors. You probably have a green thumb, or you're interested in having a green thumb. You're a healer. More doctors, nurses, and people in the medical field will pick the color green than any other color. Now, do you think that anybody around us uses this information? Think about it. What do you think, Kent? Do you think that the people that are advertising are using all this?
Always.
If you want, look at Healthy Choice. Look at the foods. What color's the box?
Green. Yeah.
Healthy, health, a healing health. We're going to get to red here, and red is what color? It's McDonald's. Because why? A red as a chakra is and I'm going to get to this in a minute. It's a root. The root chakra is the one that's affected with is one that is hunger. It's the basal needs. So it's food, water, clothing, love. It's all that basal stuff that's down deep, like within you. It's red. There's a reason they pick it. Although now I have to admit, have you seen some of the McDonald's that are gray?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, what the heck are they doing? They're going against their psychology of color. But anyway, that's a whole nother. So, but this is used on us every single day. Do you like copper? You know what? I have, oh gosh, where did I put it? I have a couple of blogs. Go on www.enchantedsky.com. Click onto my blogs. It's click back and it'll say the psychology of color, and I will explain every single color. It is on there. Metallics. There's no such thing as black, right? Black does not exist. You guys do know that, right?
It's the absence of color, yeah.
Yes, it's the absence of color. So it's actually dark green, dark purple, dark red. So, or dark blue. It's that's so people don't realize that. And white is not white either. White is the addition of light, but it is not a color. And I always tell people that. But anyway, so if you want to see more of this, because I've already talked about this from like 4 or 5 years ago, it's been a long time. Go back and look, you will find it. And it will say the psychology of color. And it will give you all these colors, I listed them all, like even brown. Brown is a homey color, by the way. You probably are well-grounded, logical, sensible, practical, and you like your home. So that's why I'm kind of like, I like reddish brown. It's not every brown do I like, but that reddish brown. And I don't know, my whole life I've been attracted to it. So I don't know, almost my hair color, almost that hair color. So, don't know, but I do know that I am connected to my property, I guess. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to go on. So the green, the heart is also not just they call it the heart chakra, but it's actually controlling your shoulders, lungs, arms, thymus, gland, hands, and fingers. You're having a problem even with your hands. Like if you've got carpal tunnel, you're going to have trouble with your heart chakra. And if someone were to say something, they might, and if you go to a Reiki practitioner, they can see it, like just looking at you, or feel it. And if you get a photo, that could be not. The whole point of having your chakras lined is to have every single one of them the same size. So we don't want this one this big and this one this small and this one this big and this one this small. They need to all be, that's when you are well grounded. You've probably been meditating and everything is working like it should. Okay. You don't want one real big one. When I went in and had my reading, I did readings. I did have a large third eye chakra because I was working. But when I walked out, I say a prayer and I'm sure that it goes back because he's done them before and they're all aligned. It takes a lot of practice too to get them all aligned. All right. Okay. So Deborah says green makes sense. I'm telling you, I've not met a healer Who doesn't like green?
Mm-hmm. Amber says, my daughter and I both had our aura pictures done at Edgar Case Center. It was fun. Daughter was green and yellow. I was indigo and deep indigo blue.
Cool. And you know that they can change from day to day and hour to hour. Now, if you're going to have a spiritual awakening, by the way, you're going to be bright gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you haven't gotten it, then find somebody who does it, because it's cool.
It is. And like I said, I know in the Chicago area, I had him on my podcast. He was a aura photographer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, I'm gonna go, maybe we'll put his link on and see if you can, because he goes to places. He goes to different, his name's John. He goes to different places. And if you go to like a store, like a metaphysical store, they'll just be there every once in a while, and you just keep your eyes open. Just a thought. But you can also go to a Reiki practitioner, a Reiki healer. They can tell you what's black.
Yep.
They can see it, because I can see them. If I actually more feel them than see them. But anyway, if you go on enchantedSky.com and look at the blogs, you'll find all this information too, because it has been written down. I try, can't keep up, you guys. I try really hard to get the transcripts there, but the transcripts to this is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, solar plexus, it's where the soul sits. It's yellow. It's cheerful. It's sunny. It's positive. Yes, yes, yes. That's that little inner voice that sits right above your belly navel. And that's why when you get butterflies in your stomach, your soul's trying to tell you something. If you get a bad feeling and your gut gets that bad feeling, it's because your soul knows better. Your soul knows everything. We block it out. We don't listen like we should. All right. But that, for me, I just had weight loss surgery, and my solar plexus is screwed up. And I know that because it's healing, and it controls the liver, the stomach, the kidneys, the gallbladder. It controls all of it. And don't be a victim. It can cause some anxiety and depression if it's all screwed up too, because it's your soul. So if you're having some stomach problems, it could be that you are feeling like a victim, or your shame. You could be feeling shame, but it also could be a physical thing that's making you feel this way. You see how it's a catch-22? Like I said, I had weight loss surgery, and my stomach is just, I was just telling Ken, it's just kind of screwy.
Yeah.
And I know that it's like I'm emotional. Like I'm more so than I was before 6 weeks ago. Like I know I'm touchy. Like if somebody says just something right to me, I'm touchy. And it has to do with the solar plexus.
So in that case, when you've kind of been in balance and then you have a surgery, or there's a trauma or something of that nature, and that surgery is very traumatic, how do you get it back realigned?
Well,
you know what I mean?
eventually it takes time. I'm working on it, and I'm working very slowly. Deborah Jaffe said, you got a bad feeling about me? Okay, Deborah, what you're picking up is I'm having a hard time eating meat. I am really struggling I'm supposed to be eating a lot of protein, and I'm having to be very careful with that's the only thing that's bothering me though. Like I'm eating stuff I'm not supposed to, but it's healing. I know I'm getting better. Like you guys, like people are like, oh, you're starting to glow again. People are saying, because I'm starting to
right.
It's healing. I'm 6 weeks out yesterday, and now I have to go to my doctor and get the okay to start eating more different foods. So it's healing. And it's something to meditate on. It's something so that you understand that when you have a surgery on your arm, if you're having on your arm, your heart chakra is affected. Just to let you know, so that it's all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Deborah's like, that was a joke.
Yeah.
But I am. But I bet you you might have been picking it up. Your gut's giving insight to people. Yes. Okay, I get the joke. Okay, Deborah. All right, I got it. I was like, what? I'm gonna be honest, I went through a little bit of depression at first, and because it's the soul. It's almost like your soul's a little wounded. but I'm getting better. And you know what I noticed? Exercise has been my saving grace. If I go out, right, I'm going to go after this and do like 2 miles, I'm fine. It's almost like the energy. There's an energy because I've lost weight. There's an energy. The energy's odd in my body, and I can guarantee that if I went in right now, had my chakras done, they'd be off. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Normally, I've worked very hard over these last few years, and they've been all aligned. So alignment all the way straight down. And I've seen. I'll have to take pictures. I'll have to have pictures, and I'll show you what they should look like versus when they're messed up. And guarantee it's messed up, and it's okay. But it will get back to normal. It has to heal. Same thing.
Yeah.
And your soul heals your body, and your body heals your soul, right? That's literally what's happening. But and I also know that my liver and kidneys are being affected because I have fatty liver disease. Well, I've lost 40 some pounds, and it's coming. I'm sure my liver's like a little screwed. So yeah, I got to go back in and have like tests done and everything, you guys. So, all right. So we've got the sacral and we've got the red. So really fast, let me do that. And then I will take questions. Okay. Yeah. The sacral is the orange. That's the small and large intestines, which are being affected by me. And that's so they're probably off. Hips are fear, rectum. All of it goes together. It's letting go. The fear of letting, there's fear that you hold in your hips. And I'm going to tell you, whenever I am doing readings, like health readings for people, I am finding a ton of stuff in their hips and lower back. The lower backs, it holds all of that garbage. Fear, a lot of your fear sits in your hips and back. Okay. And letting go, the fear of letting go, of anger, of resentment, it's time to let go of this. Maybe they always say people are anal retentive. Anal retentive people can't let go. You see all of this? This is all true. It just feeds into each other, So it's something, if you're having any type of issues there in the hips, intestines, any of it, I am having a little hard time letting go of some stuff. So, and I have to right now. And so it's in the sacral chakra. So I can guarantee if someone went to do mine right now, my solar plexus and my sacral chakra are probably much smaller than, it might even be closed, but they're smaller than the rest of my chakras. So, and they're healing. And this has been, so you guys know, this weight loss surgery has been more emotional than anything. It has been. So, all right. Now, the last one's your root. Your root chakra is the grounding that I talked about. It has to do with your whole body systems, your muscular, your skeletal. It has to do with your pride and your ego. If you've got this big old ego, your red sacral chakra, that's like at the root, right? Like right at your tailbone. Okay. I can guarantee it's really big. If you have an ego problem, it might even be closed, because we all want to not have the ego that it's a human thing. So if you're struggling with a big old ego, it's probably closed. It's probably not open like it should be, because at its essence, you're connected to the earth, realizing you're one. So do you see how that works? Okay. All right. So have I tried somatic yoga? I have not gone back for yoga yet. I'm getting ready to do that. I actually have a chance to go to a yoga retreat this weekend, and I thought about going. So I might do that. I don't know. It was a good price. So I thought about it. So anyway, thank you, Bobby. I'm looking at, off the subject just a little bit. Is Trump going to the White House? No. How many times up? No. He's not getting in. He's not getting in. I would bet if I am wrong, and then I had somebody yesterday. I'm no offense, I'm off the subject. It's metaphysical meanderings, but I'm telling you, somebody said to me, there's somebody that's predicting that Mike Johnson might not certify the election, even if Biden wins. And I'm like, he's not going to win. I'm sorry, you guys. It's the age of Aquarius. He's not going to win. That's all I got to say. I'm sorry. I'm going to be like this. He breeds hate, and hate cannot stand. It will fall upon itself. All corruption, hate, everything will fall because of the age of Aquarius, because all that will be left is love. All right.
That's it.
So just to let you guys know. All right, I think I'm ready now.
All right. So this is the part of the show where we open up questions. Be very, very specific with your question. Don't just say, "Do you feel any good vibes for me?" or something like
Yes.
that. But be very, very specific. We got a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of energy, a lot of energy.
Yes.
Let's start with Brenda. Brenda Wilson says, "Do you see me with a new forever person?" Since now single and 60. 60 is the new 30, Brenda. So
That's right. That's right. Hey, I'm 57. So I want to say that there is a friend coming. I don't know if you're going to run away and get married. I don't think so. But there is somebody that's going to come into your life at about sometime before 26. I know that sounds far away, but I want to say it's from now until then, because you need to take care of yourself. You need to get in the right place and just let it flow. Will you have a few dates and some fun and stuff like that, going out with people and stuff? Yes. But I'm talking a more serious, long-term person. And I don't think you're going to move in with them. I think it's just a person that you're going to be very close with that's a male. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. Okay. Hi, guys.
good stuff. Terry T, good morning, says, "Dear Master Lana, will I get a paper published soon? I'm getting rejected blessings." Oh, I keep getting rejected blessings.
Hey, I'm trying to get books published right now. I get it. I want to say, I hate to say this, it's not until like October. It's a ways away, Terry. I'm sorry. I wish it could be sooner, but I feel like it's around early fall or so before it actually, unless they accept it and it takes them that long to publish. Do you know what I'm saying? It takes a while sometimes.
Yeah, and it's so difficult right now with AI. Everybody's being extra careful with watching things. And are you the author? So hang in there. I think it'll happen. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna take somebody off TikTok.
Yep.
Hi guys. Should you stay the course or just say I'm done? Nothing more I can do. Very conflicted. It's Candy. I feel like you are gonna not stay the course. I feel you're gonna walk away if somehow, or make plans to. Okay, just to let you know, Candy. Okay, I feel like there's a new change and you need a breath of fresh air. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. All right.
All right. Deborah Joffrey says, "Matt, have a heart problem. Do I need to be worried?"
Oh, may have a heart problem.
Could be.
No, but I do feel like there might be some medicine, Deborah, that will settle you down. But you do have some pretty bad anxiety that is not helping that at all there. So, okay, remember what I taught from last week. Put that tongue on the top of the mouth and push.
Yeah.
People literally have said to me, "Oh my God, within 5 minutes, feel so much better." It resets your vagus nerve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, if you check right there below my finger, it's going to tell you all about Diamond's Natural Store, where you can get all of your healthy fur babies, dietary needs, toys, cats, dogs, you name it. Can't get a cat to play it. Anyway, just go there. They got good stuff, healthy, all natural for your pets. Check them out at diamondsnaturalstore.com.
Yep.
All right. Teresa Campbell says, "Hey, you know what? Should I buy a lottery or scratch off here in Texas before I fly home to Chicago tomorrow?"
Well, if you get one, just be prepared that if you win, how are you going to get it back? You have to go all the way back.
Millions of dollars. It's worth it.
Hey, yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Yeah,
do I feel like you win? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Okay.
there you go.
Not a problem.
Earl says, "Do you see me selling my house by the summer?"
Yeah, middle of the summer, July-ish.
Nice.
Something like that. Mm-hmm.
Deborah says, "I do, and thank you."
Yeah, yep. Good. I want you to look at that. I'm picking that up a little bit. Okay.
Angelus says, "Should I continue the RBT training while in school?"
I don't know what that is, Angelus. I don't. Is it possible you might put it on hold and then pick it back up, Angelus? Because I don't understand. It seems like there's a stop and a start for some reason. Okay. Think about it. I don't understand. Get back to me. All right. Okay. All right. Here, Let me take somebody off of
Yep.
here. Oh, Monica, she goes, thank you, Lana. You predicted I'd be in remission, and today you got the news I'm cancer-free. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for the acknowledgement, and I'm glad I said a prayer for you. So, okay. All
That's
right.
it. Teresa says, thanks. Thought I'd ask a lighthearted question. Love it.
You're good.
Alex B says, I'll be working on my phone interview portion of my application on Indeed for a job in a little bit. Will they like my answers, and will they ask for an in-person interview and or offer me a job?
Okay, Alex, this is the first thing I got. Now, you guys know I'm talking to guides, and don't get too wordy with the things that you're working on your phone interview. Okay, don't get too wordy. They told me to say it like immediately as soon as I saw this. Be careful. Just give them the bare facts, ma'am. The bare facts.
Just
Okay.
the
And
facts.
other than that, you're fine. I don't
That's
know.
it.
I want to say it's a grandma or somebody coming through. Somebody's saying, well, she likes to talk. No offense. Love you to death, Alex. And so you might be accidentally giving them a little too much information, maybe. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Just a thought. All right. Just a thought. Okay. And
Yeah.
that didn't come from me. That was channeled. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Angela says, yeah, it's a registered behavior technician. She's taken 5 classes right now, so she stopped.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to take it and if you have to wait and you get it and get it done before the end of the year, it'll be to your advantage. But you
Okay.
have time, and I want to say if you're stressed out, relax and just take a little at a time. Okay.
And Alex says, I'll cut it down for sure.
Okay. Alex is like, yeah, I just repeat what your guides say, right? Okay. All right, Cammie, will you get back to work or end up on disability? You're going to end up eventually on disability, Cammie. But you know what? It's going to be a while. You might have to go back to work part-time while you're waiting for that to happen. Sorry, I wish the system was easier. I know it's hard. My mother was blind, and they wouldn't totally blind, and they would not give her disability. She filed, and that was in the 80s. She filed 5 or 6 times and fought them until they finally gave it to her. So remember, if you guys don't remember, it was a doctor's error. And so that was what made my brother become a disability attorney, because
Wow.
we knew what it was like and what people go through. But yes, you will eventually get disability, dear. Okay.
Awesome. Sun June, I don't know if you can answer this or not. Sun June says, hi, Lana. What is the color of my
Yes, I
aura?
can. Yours is like a purple or like an indigo. So go on my blog and look that up. It'll tell you all about yourself. Okay. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I can
All right.
feel it. I know it's weird. Usually your favorite color is your aura, by the way. So usually I'll say, I bet your favorite color is, and I'll tell them how'd you get that? I said, because that's your aura color.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's why I love your tie-dye, because it's all those aura colors.
It's cheerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheerful. I like, and like I said, I love yellow. So and I still like yellow, but my aura used to be goldish yellow. It's not anymore. It's now turquoise. And that's why I'm drawn to turquoise. And whenever they take a picture, it's just bright turquoise. Sometimes you can see a little line of purple or an indigo around me, but usually it's turquoise, because I'm healing people, or I'm trying to.
There we go. Elvira Rivera says, my 4th grade son is struggling academically. I'm not sure if he has a version of ADD. I would like the light bulb to go off for him so he can start doing well in school. Any insight?
Okay, so this is what I'm getting, Elvira. I'm getting he may be on the spectrum, and he has a touch of depression. It has to, and it all feeds into each other. Usually people that are on the spectrum are usually bright. You know what I'm saying? They're a little, I always call it neurodivergent, because I'm neurodivergent. Being left-handed is not neurodivergent. It means you're just a little different. And it's okay. Fourth grade, and if you guys don't know, I was a diagnostician of children for a couple of years. Usually by fourth grade, if they're not reading really good, there may be a problem. It could be a processing problem. So what you need to do is you need to request to have a case study done. And he might be OHI, which means health impaired other, which could be on the spectrum, but not autistic. See, that's the thing. People don't understand. There's so many different ways to be. And if you're struggling, that it might take him, he might be one of these people that needs to set a timer. You know, I've done that for some of my students. I did that for my own granddaughter. Okay, you got 5 minutes. You got to stay on task and finish that assignment. And I'm going to set a timer. And then when the timer goes off, then you're done. And that little stuff like that sometimes helps. So keep it, go and ask for a 504 plan. They'll know what you're talking about. My son is struggling. I want a 504 plan and I want a case study done. Okay.
Yeah. That case study, is it done with a doctor or just a referral?
Nope. It's a case study through the psychologist, the social worker, and a special ed diagnostician to determine if there's a problem. If you're that worried, if he's that low, if he's only a year behind or he's even 2 years behind, don't worry too much. He's reading at the second grade level. He's in fourth grade. I wouldn't be too concerned yet. But if he is more than that, or if there's something more severe, go ahead and have it tested.
Or
and that is your right by federal. Yep. Hey, I did it for moving. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah. One last one here. Amber Patrick says, and then we got to wrap this up. Do you see a life partner for me soon?
I do. Within a year, maybe even 6 months. I want to say you might be introduced to them before the end of the year. I know this is crazy. They have almost a reddish tinge to the hair. They're white. Kind of like my color, sort of, but maybe just a little bit more like you would think. I don't know. They look like more like they're Irish, or you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Amber, very kind of quiet though, kind of a quiet guy. He doesn't say much. He's one of those type, you know, that doesn't say anything. And like my husband doesn't say anything unless anything has to be said. That's just because I do all the talking, you know. So, and it's okay. But just to let you know, yes. Okay. Thank you. You look healthy, Lana. I am getting better. If you guys knew I was in a bad spot a month ago, I tried to do too much too fast and I was sick. And I mean, it was not good. So I am feeling better.
All right. Hey, for all of us here at 216 The Net and 216 Creator Studios, we can't thank you enough for joining that's easy for you to say, Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. If you didn't get your question answered, we apologize, but reach out to lanasenchantedSky.com and set up an appointment for a reading with her. She's got some great deals, 15 minutes, half hours. But you want a very good reading. She can focus on you solely. You'll love it, but check her out. So for all of us here and for our good friends over at DiamondsNaturalStore.com, we'll see you again.